New YAK track, new cosmetics, new quest, ending a storyline, starting another. We got a lot to talk about for this video. Aloha everyone. Today we see in the new YAK track the Winter Trials as well as the new quest Succession, which wraps up the current Zamorak storyline and launches us into the new. Before we get into that, I'm sure you're aware the advent calendar is live. Every day you get a free item, so do make sure you're doing that. If you do open the doors on the day that you're supposed to do, for 15 days, you will get the portable Snowfall Aura override. So you got 20 more days to go. Make sure you log in, open those for your advent calendar. Next up, if you live in Vegas or Sydney and play in those worlds on December 6th, there is some maintenance, approximately 5 hours for those worlds, planned at 11 game time. No other worlds will be offline, just those serving Las Vegas and Sydney. Now let's look at today's game updates, starting off with the YAK track, the Winter Trials. This is your standard YAK track. I'm sure you've known these for a while now, although there is a new mechanic where there is tokens that you can get some brand new rewards, but pretty much any of the previous rewards from previous YAK tracks can be bought with these new YAK tokens. So that is an interesting take. This time being the Winter Trials is winter themed, so you have a bunch of cosmetics focusing around that. Things like an ice troll and an ice cube pet, and a whole bunch of ice themed outfits, weapon overrides, your standard fare with a YAK track. Do note that the tokens that you get from the YAK track do expire 1 week after the track finishes. So make sure you do use those up. You can't be hoarding them for the next YAK track next time around. They will expire. And the YAK track Winter Trials runs today until January 29th. So be aware of that. Finally, we have the new quest Succession. This is the final quest for 2022. This will close out the Legacy of Zamorak's storyline. Head on over to Adristea in Falador, team up with her and track down Bilrak before he completes his ritual and becomes unstoppable. Completing this quest will unlock the new Dive ability, which is an alternative version of Bladed Dive that can be used by all combat styles in any situation where you can't currently use the classic Bladed Dive ability. There's also a whole host of XP rewards and the final update for the Infernal Puzzle Box upgrade. In order to do this quest, you need to have completed the Daughter of Chaos quest and have the Infernal Box Tier 5 unlocked, which means you need to complete the Civil War mini quest 1 through 3, as well as 60 mining and smithing. And that is pretty much it. I don't want to go into detail revealing much about the quest itself as to not spoil it. So get on over there, help Adristea out, and hopefully stop Bilrak. If you happen to thwart his plans, give the video a like, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks. With that said, we're now going to shift on over to the patch notes and see what's been changed with today's update, so let's check it out. Starting off with game patches, players will receive a one-off daily challenge reward box the first time they log in. Multi-seeding configuration now works with the Trollheim herb patch. Damage and accuracy tooltips on objects now use numerical separators. The healer role at Barbarian Assault will once again be rewarded the correct type of points. Fixed an issue that prevented the completion of the Staff on Strike achievement. The Tome of XP rewarded for completing the Branches of Darkmare quest no longer halves the amount of Invention XP received. Players will now approach the cliffside on the Wilderness Agility course in a sensible manner. It's no longer possible to put flowers in a basket that's not built in Whirligig. Fixed a crash that could occur when using the patch bomb to clear out herb patches. Removed force walk tiles next to the Grand Exchange. Fixed an issue which caused the Spirit Tree's Grand Exchange teleport to place the player inside Christmas presents. The clipping and animation issues for Cruxical robes have been fixed. And finally updated login and lobby to support the Jagex launcher. Next up, looking at some engine patch notes, they optimized performance on Intel HT 2000 and 3000 series and ATI 4000 series. Fixed app restarting when logging in or minimizing the app on Android 12. Fixed for various AMD issues, volumetric lighting now works on AMD GPUs with MSAA, which was broken in driver version 22.7.1. Client no longer crashes on shutdown on AMD GPUs, which started to occur on driver version 22.7.1. There are known AMD issues though. Anisotropic filtering still causes visual artifacts. Players can fix this by turning it off in graphics options and turning it on via the AMD driver software. Various refraction effects are broken when using uncompressed textures with the latest AMD drivers. Switching back to compressed textures will fix the issue. Another known issue, play button text is truncated partially on some Android and iOS devices. Next, there's various fixes to support's Android SDK updates. Fixed an issue with shadows being incorrect for some models. Fixed some terrain not casting shadows. Improved point light shadows on high-end ultra quality. And finally corrected lighting in several areas. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below. Head on over there, check them out. If you missed last week's updates, it'll be on screen now. A lot of dragon weapons had their specials rebalanced, so I do recommend checking them out. I'd like to see you over there, so click the video. If not, I will see you next time. I'm gonna wrap up the video there. I'm out. Aloha.